The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
Sports Collective Media and Morris Media Studios presents Sports Collective TV. On today's lineup, we got the Minnesota Vikings showing up on Sunday Night Football, taking on Aaron Rodgers. And what a big win it was for them. But hey, Pittsburgh and Big Ben with an interesting throw here late in the ball game as Denver takes it over. Look at Big Ben's reaction. But hey, let's not forget Cowboys on Thanksgiving night here as Zeke Elliott takes it in. And what a game it was for the Cowboys. I'm not sure if it's the real deal, but hey, the real deal is here. Tom Brady, Big Gronk for a touchdown late in the game here as the Patriots took over the Jets. But hey, Baltimore doing the usual on the Oakland Raiders as the Oakland Raiders lose another one, adding 9 total losses. But hey, back into the NBA, LeBron James and the Lakers taking over. But there's a lot of discussion in the NBA, including Kevin Durant. But hey, Sports Collective TV starts right now. Well. Look at the big old crowd here we got here today, man. We lit. We on it.
Smooth J.
Hey,
under the net.
Good evening. Welcome to Sports Collective TV. I'm your host and moderator. I'm Farhan, a.k.a. WDC. I want to thank you so far for listening in. As you can tell, we got a spectacular show for you. Live, full NFL, NBA coverage. Of course, I'm not by myself. You see the deck is always full. To the man to my left, Mr.
Smooth J under the net. How y'all doing, man?
Are you still under the net?
Yeah, you know.
Shooting that ball.
You know what I'm saying? My boy next to me. Go ahead.
Nah, man, that's Hurst in the house all the time.
Whose house?
Hurst house. I'm chilling.
Hurst house.
You know.
There it is. But hey, I'm Fredo Cervantes, a.k.a. The Truth. I give you guys nothing but the truth. And there's a lot of truth to go ahead and spill today. But I got some truth for Big Ben. But we'll go ahead. We'll hold off on Big Ben.
Please.
But yeah.
I'm not feeling well.
You're not feeling it so well. Why is that? Talk to me. You got a
choke artist.
Choke artist. Wow. Hey, but thankfully, you guys still have 7 wins.
That's right.
So that's kind of still pretty decent there.
We're still good.
That's decent. But what's up with the whole NFL? There was a very good weekend as well. 3 games on Thanksgiving Day.
Oh yeah.
Amazing Thanksgiving. How was everyone's Thanksgiving, by the way?
Nice and quiet.
It was
nice and quiet.
It was cool, beautiful. You know,
a lot of yams.
Yams. Food.
Oh, yeah.
Turkey.
Yams.
Yams and hams.
Yeah.
It will be
beautiful though.
Yeah. I think Thanksgiving, you know, it's a place where you got to give back. You know, giving back is key, man. I mean, you know, you see people that don't even get to eat turkey, you know, or eat anything, you know. So it's a little rough. It's a little rough. So, you know, just got to kind of just, you know, thank God for another day.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's important. And then making sure that, you know, the next person eat a meal. So, you know, that was kind of like where I was at on Thanksgiving and giving.
We saw the videos, man. That was.
Running the streets out there.
I'm still drained from it. Honestly, I'm tired right now because, you know, I did a full, I think it was a whole 4 hours. 4 hours.
Wow.
4 hours on Skid Row. You know, seeing those people, I haven't seen a lot like people like that, like face up front.
Oh, yeah.
You know, guys.
It's a reality check.
Yeah, man. I was just like, you know, it smell, it's crazy. You know, you don't know who's sick, you don't know who got stuff on their hands, man. But you still got to just accept the fact that they're people.
Yeah.
You know, and that was kind of intense for me. You know, standing up and you handing them a plate of El Pollo Loco came through for me. And then some other companies came through and gave out food and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah, and I mean it was about 700 people there. It was pretty good. Yeah,
cool,
yeah, it was good. It was good, man.
There's Hirsch, the superhero in town
man, you know, I'm just trying to. I'm in the house.
Yeah,
know?
There it is.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Whose house?
You know, Hirsch's. No, but seriously, it's all about when you see another person that needs hope. Then they got to make sure that they, you know, get to where they need to go, you know. So it's one of those situations that Skid Row is a place that if we all go there and look and really realize that we're blessed, that's kind of like what I look at,
Man, that's real, though.
Yeah,
that's real.
Yeah.
Blessed.
It is.
Man, people don't understand, man, how blessed we are. Thanks to you for serving our country.
Man, Ron, for real.
WDC, what's the count?
Man,
For real.
we just lucky, man. We got homes to go to. We got food to eat, man. We just blessed, man.
Yeah,
and that's real.
no doubt, man.
Well, that was a very thankful, a lot of great things that happened throughout the weekend. But let's be thankful for some NFL action that we got.
Yeah.
And let's start off with Thursday. There's one surprising team to me that I'm just, I want to be sold on it, but I can't yet, and that's the Dallas Cowboys.
What?
The Dallas Cowboys have been very, very impressive over the second part.
I'm off the
But,
Cowboys.
they had a rough start, but they've been on the streak.
Always.
They've always done
they
it.
gonna
So
make
that's why
playoffs?
I don't want to be sold to them yet, but the way they looked on Thanksgiving night.
They gonna make
they were
playoffs?
very-
They ain't gonna look
Hey,
at
that's the
it.
question. Are they going to make playoffs?
You know what? Tough NFC, I doubt it.
Okay, so
I doubt it.
man,
I
they
doubt
haven't
it.
been in the playoffs for what? How many years?
But I mean, they still got 5 more games. Hey, they got 5 more games. So
Okay,
I mean, you
5
got to
more
give
games.
them some. They're in the hunt. They're in the hunt. They're right there.
Cowboys, man, y'all so
All they do is mess up people's records. man.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
all,
it's
man.
true.
every year.
But
Every year,
it is
Come on, man.
it is
Cowboys,
Dallas.
man.
But that's why I said. I mean, I don't want to be sold on them yet. But that's been a surprising team.
Okay,
You
you're
know,
right,
overall.
though. You're right about
Especially
that.
with
You're
the
right about
addition of Amari Cooper over the last week from the Oakland Raiders,
Yeah,
who
yeah.
let go another player.
That's what they do.
Yeah, that's what they do. I mean, they let go.
Rebuild.
Rebuild. Is that what it is, Callie?
Nah, he tried to break that team up so it could be his team, bro. He got stars
Now
there
he's trying
already.
to have him look like his curl.
Chucky. Slick.
Come on
There
to
it
the
is.
back. Come on to the back. there.
Welcome back here.
Hey, welcome to the back.
Here like a welcome back.
Callie's the sportsman here in the middle
He
here.
look like Easy E. He look like
Hold on.
Christmas sweater on here.
Hold on. All right. So
Watch out, man.
Wait, first of all, hold up. You was talking about Skid Row, man.
Yeah.
First of all, it is a time to give back, man. And this is the face right now of people that really are concerned with the community. And so we want to also thank Morris Media,
Of course.
well as their platform here to kind of give us this opportunity to communicate to these folks out here, right?
Yes, yes.
All these followers and all the people who want to make a change. Well, this year, Sports Collective TV, or Sports Collective Media,
Yes.
are having a toy drive, right? Toys, turkey, food. Our older kids, reach out to us.
Yes.
Go to Morris Media Studios. You need a location to donate. We are associated with a church, 9300 Crenshaw Boulevard,
Yes, sir.
Lutheran Church. We're here to help the community.
Yes, sir.
So, and I had opportunity. I got on a little streaming show that was streaming twice. You know, I heard myself twice.
Yeah.
So, got to talk about my grandmother and her 40 years of work in the community. And so I just wanted to kind of say that because
Yeah, that's
this
real.
is the time. And then after January, we start partying. We kind of forget that the kids still need school supplies and stuff like that. So we're going to have a backpack campaign.
Yes.
We're going to have some shoes, you know, for some student athletes. And we're
Yes.
going to have some sickle cell awareness.
Yes.
We're going to have some, whatever Fredo do.
But let's go back to that the campaign that you want to create for the giving, because you picked the age group between 13 and 17 because those are the youth that most likely get left out.
Yes.
Everybody gets little dolls and things like that, but you want to focus on 13 to 17 age group.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we always got the little dolls and the little stuff for the little kids and the
Everybody,
basketballs
yes,
and all that. But, our younger adults, that
Gift cards.
gift
You
Yeah.
can't go
cards and
wrong
stuff.
with gift
'Cause
cards,
what is it,
iTunes.
day after Christmas, everything going on sale.
Anyway,
Everything.
right?
That's true.
So they just want to eat, but but feel like they have somebody thought about them as well.
That's
so,
true.
but they still do the iPods and the headsets and all the other technology gigs that if you want to donate.
Gift card, Target, get some deodorant
yeah.
and all that.
All
stuff,
that,
you know,
yeah.
and all that.
You know,
You never
All the
know,
draws.
right? Yeah,
you feel me?
Hey, they at that age.
Give
They
it
at
all.
the
Give
age.
it all.
I thought
Text
you
time.
said, I thought you said CVS because they got the Heath bars. You have the Heath bar? Yeah, I'm a big guard. I'm a big guard.
It's only
big
big
dog.
guards.
Big guard. So
it's big
y'all
guys
Go
and
back
big
to the
guards.
Raiders.
Yeah, so
This is
we
really
brought you up here.
epidemic. It's an epidemic. I just
Boy.
want the whole world to know it's an epidemic. What's going on right now has never been part of the Raiders scheme.
oh wow,
You know what I'm saying? Especially they give this guy all this money.
man.
And they go to a new place. But I got the whole thing, though. The mafia's involved. Because
What?
Listen,
The mafia.
Vegas
Give him the
is
mic.
always mafia.
Oh,
Give
no,
him
no, the
it's
mic.
always
So what the mafia gonna do?
Okay,
You got to
you right.
remember.
You right.
What the mafia
Let's
gonna do?
cook it from a consumer perspective. Think about when the stadium is built off the freeway. Now think about all the stuff they gonna build around the stadium that requires air conditioning. Mind you, they bought a $50 billion stadium on air conditioning money.
Wow.
So when you go to Vegas,
That's all
when you
air,
look at your
yeah.
bill, that air conditioning money is helping them
Build the stadium.
build that stadium.
Yeah.
So think about all the other stuff that they're going to build close around there. That's going to be air conditioning money.
Wow.
That's going to be a whole. So they may see some bigger bread, but what's going to happen with Vegas is that it's going to be one of them all sport places because now they got hockey there.
Yeah, that's
You know what I'm
what.
saying? They
Hockey.
got,
All they need is a
all
basketball
the
team,
AAU
too.
basketball is there.
Big
all
time,
summer.
everything.
That's
NBA
big
is
time. Big
there.
time gonna come.
Summer
So
looks-
heavy.
It's
Yeah.
going to be an all sports town eventually, man. You
And
know,
it should
especially
be.
With all
It
those,
should be.
All those. I mean, they got boxing. Everybody knows for Vegas to go boxing.
Boxing. That's true.
And now go play or go watch.
So
the
what
NBA.
y'all think about Broner and Pacquiao? I mean, they going up, but Broner's
What?
disrespectful, man.
I like him.
No.
Man, he going hard. I mean, that's that man. He going. Hey,
Hey, he's always gone hard. Broner, that dude, I remember watching one of his fights a couple years ago, man. That guy just tries to intimidate his
He a
his
big
guy.
baby.
Yeah, man.
Okay,
It's crazy.
y'all both Rams fans, so y'all
Sure.
don't count. Y'all don't count. But
Awful.
these two, this one here is a
Minnesota Viking who
They
took
only
over last
10,000
night.
lakes.
10,000 lakes.
Steel mills.
Shout out Minnesota, baby. Let's go.
I need your running back back.
I'm gonna leave y'all with that, man,
Oh, man.
because you know that's. I'm gonna get by this Christmas sweater again.
Hey, get this block out of here, man.
Please.
Guard, I'm
He
a
like-
big guard.
Hey,
But yeah, talk about the donation, man.
Nah.
Figure it out. Let's
Yeah.
figure it out.
Yeah,
We'll
let's
make it
figure
happen.
that out. We'll figure it out.
Make sure you go to Sports Collective
There it
Media
is.
on Instagram and follow that because we will be posting information about that giveaway or
Toy
collecting
drive.
the toy drive for
Yes,
sure.
Help the
Christmas
youth. Help
coming
the
up.
youth.
13 to 17.
what date?
Now to the 15th of December.
Yeah, so we
Now-
got roughly about three and a
weeks.
half weeks or
We
so.
want to make sure we got it close before they could get it donated.
Donate
Yeah.
passed
Yeah.
out. All right.
It's donate. Yeah. It's on page. It's gonna be on
Yeah,
the page.
so
Information.
before we go into a break, I just want to touch on an interesting stat regarding football. I just thought this stat was very interesting, and depending on the player that it is, which, you know, we've talked about Aaron Rodgers
Yeah.
being a great quarterback, being in the conversation with Tom Brady and whatnot. But look at this stat. He is 0 for 37. 0 for 37
That's big time,
when
yeah.
he's down at least 1 point
Yeah, damn.
going into the fourth quarter
That's not good.
against a winning team. If you just stop for a second and realize he's 0 for
For
37
37.
when he's down at least 1 point.
So how can he be the top quarterback? If
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's just a stigma
The
they
other
got
three
on.
quarters.
Yeah. No,
yeah,
no,
you
I'm
got
being
three
real.
quarters. If you're down, you got no chance with
that's
Aaron
what-
Rodgers. Plain
yeah.
and simple.
Yeah, that's-
Aaron Rodgers don't got it, and it's just one championship in 13 years.
No, but they try to pin him like he's the GOAT.
Yeah,
He's
and that's the
Like
problem.
Tom
And-
Brady,
and
you
that's
could
the
call him
problem.
the GOAT, but he got a team.
He
and
got
everybody-
5 rings
Well,
too.
who's voting for Rodgers? They have that put that.
Nah, that's the media, man.
Yeah,
media?
That's us. That's
Media hype?
us. That's us.
That's the fans? Is that what the
Yeah.
fans
No,
are
no,
doing?
that's the
I mean, the media has the,
The
power
media,
to
nah.
just get somebody and really
Yeah,
freaking boost them up, like anybody.
if they want to raise you, they gonna raise you.
So
they
he got
wanna
marketing. He got
If they
marketing
want to
dollars.
take you down like Lonzo Ball, they're going to try to take you down.
my
But have
boy-
you
my
seen
boy
Lonzo
good.
what's been
My
doing?
boy good.
Oh, my God.
10,
But-
7, and 7.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that when we get back into the
He
NBA.
still ain't
10,
aggressive.
7, and 7.
They don't understand.
They don't understand
They don't
Lonzo
understand.
Ball, man, and
All
nobody
right, so
does.
check it. We're going to take this first break right here, Sports Collective TV. Make sure you go to Instagram, Sports Collective Media. Follow along. We got stuff coming up for the rest of this month up into 15 December for that giveaway. So keep it right here Morris Media Live. Shout us out. What's the count?
Smooth J, under the net.
Boom.
You already know. Let's get it.
Sports Collective Media and Morris Media Studios presents Sports Collective TV, the best sports talk show that brings you the variety of talking guests only on the best network, Morris Media Studio. Live from Los Angeles, Mondays at 5 Pacific Time, 8 Eastern, only on MorrisMediaLife.com. Follow us on social media for all the latest updates, only at Sports Collective Media.
The Consortium of Health and Military Performance, also known as CHAMP, of the Uniformed Services University of Health and Science, known as USUHS, is conducting a study to understand a possible genetic link between sickle cell trait, known as SCT, and exercise-related events, known as EREs, such as exertional rhabdomyolysis, muscle damage, heat stroke, and or collapse. We are inviting African American men and women with sickle cell trait and their family members to participate. Participating in the study will require you to complete a health history questionnaire, a form authorizing our study physician to gather health information from you and your healthcare provider, as well as a one-time blood donation. In order to qualify for the study, you must meet the following criteria: be African American, be sickle cell trait positive, be able to read, speak, and understand English, be between the ages of 18 and 80, and currently not being treated for any mental or psychological disorders. Participation is completely voluntary, and your decision will not impact your healthcare. The results for this study are for research purposes only and are not intended to directly benefit any individual for confidentiality reasons. However, the results of this study are intended to help better shape policies and associated health risks affecting the SCT community. Participants may be compensated for their time. To join the study, or if you would like additional information regarding the study, please contact the study team by phone, area code 240-479-9514, or email sctstudy-ggg@usuhs.edu.
And we are back here live on Sports Collective TV with myself, Fredo Cervantes. Don't forget, go ahead and give us a call, 323-293-3375. Go ahead and give us a call, because you're going to have to call in right now, especially with these two dogs. I want to go ahead and call them. We got some big dogs. I'm going to let them go under leash right now, so beware.
Dogs and bucks.
These two dogs are very loose right now.
Nah, man. Smooth J under the net. Hirsch in the house next to me.
I don't need you to introduce me.
Yeah, there it is. Don't introduce the man.
Introduce myself.
So what? He's
Hey, who wear glasses at a talk show? Get out of here.
That dude right there.
All I'm saying is this.
Shoot.
You know, for you to sit up in their glasses, you gotta make sure mustache connected. Your mustache ain't connected, man. You gotta have a connected mustache to Hawk and Hirsch in the head.
Hey, what's
You
up?
know what I'm saying?
What's up with that Nike shirt though?
It's cool.
Hey, you a big baby? No, it's not
I'm a
fresh.
big
But
boy.
hey, let's get
I'm a
down
big
to
boy.
thing. Let's get down to thing, man.
You know,
They shot on me the other day. I had Fashion Nova on.
yeah,
but it's
man,
cool,
you got that Fashion
That's
Nova guy.
swag,
You go
though.
get out the
That's swag.
Casanova.
That's swag. That's swag though.
But man,
If you don't,
Hey,
hey,
but real though, I got something to say, man.
Let it
we
out,
did
man.
something special this weekend. I did something special, man. I'm gonna come. I did an event. You know, I had a Korean commercial, and I was in the Korean Awards and gave out awards, a hip hop award for the best Korean. So it was cool. It was wonderful, man. Beautiful.
who was the
people.
winner? Who was the winner?
Oh, K-Bop.
K-Bop.
That was his name, man.
y'all
I
eat
appreciate
Korean
it.
barbecue?
K-pop.
Y'all was just...
Nah, we ate bomb.
What kind of Korean event was
must
it?
have known the
then?
spot. He probably knows the
Korean
spots.
barbecue. You need to stop eating.
I
He
mean,
look
good.
like a big baby. You
I mean,
feel me?
good. I mean,
But we
good. We
though.
good.
But it's on him though. It's
I
on
was just
her.
saying, I didn't know they get Oscars in that. That's what I'm saying.
I was They're giving away Grammys.
Grammy. Oh, yeah.
Grammys are
Hey, show, bring it next time.
they got their own award show.
I don't know
Oh,
what was
man.
going on. I never heard of that. I'm just saying. I just was
How you
asking.
never heard of that? You've been overseas over there. How you ain't never heard of
I
that?
know.
Everybody get awards, big dog.
Okay.
You feel me?
Come on.
If you work hard, you get an award.
Yeah,
Come
no,
on,
that's
Hirsch.
solid.
You know about
Okay,
awards,
shoot.
Hirsch.
He know about awards. Okay.
No, that's cool. I mean, some people need trophies. It's all good. You gotta get one when you're older. It's fine.
Like for Little League.
You know?
Some get rings, some don't.
Yeah,
but
it's true.
I mean, it ain't gold, but you know, it's cool.
Nah, but it was cool though. It was hella cool though. You feel me? I had a good time.
And I was here in LA.
Yeah, it was here, downtown LA, in Koreatown. So,
Koreatown.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Yeah.
Oh, that's solid.
Yeah, shoot.
Did you bow?
Yeah, I bow.
Can you
I
show
bow.
us the bow? I just want to see it.
I bow.
No, I'm
I show respect.
What were you wearing?
Oh, I was fly. What
You
you
were
mean?
fly?
I was trying to figure it out because I thought he flew to Korea.
Hey, I always fly, bro. I'm always, man.
Man, he had a fashion over two beats.
Jay
There you
Smooth.
go.
Hey, Smooth J, you feel me?
He was
Smooth
spitting.
Jay. Get that shit straight.
Nah, but we good though, man. God is good though, man. We blessed, man. We blessed for everything we have though. For real.
No, facts.
Yeah,
Back to the show though. Back to the show.
Back
though.
to the show.
Yeah, it's all
So
good.
let's
All
go.
right, hit us with that video, Al.
Let's go.
So we're gonna be talking today about coaches and managers.
Coaches and managers. Very interesting.
Are they even needed? Are they even needed sometimes?
Yeah.
Coaches and managers.
Or are they more like roadblocks?
I mean, I think that what I seen the other day with Rondo, he had a clipboard in his hand.
Uh-huh.
You know, and
You're like the
And,
doorbell ring. Oh.
All right, so
Jose,
here goes the
3-1
video.
defeat after a fabulous start. The game just got away from you then.
Nothing to say.
Nothing to say about the game at all.
Nothing to say.
Nothing to say about the Lucas decision that left him on the pitch.
Nothing to say. I have nothing to say.
The Costa clash.
I have nothing to say. I'm so sorry. I have nothing to say.
Do you not think it's time to have a chat to the fans just to give them some message, give them an indication of your thinking?
I'm not stupid.
We heard them chanting your name.
The fans are not stupid.
You did say before this game that you weren't worried. Are you a little bit more worried now?
No. Worried about what?
Your future, your own position at the club, the backings of the board? Nothing about the game at all? No individual performance you'd like to pick out? Nothing about the performance going ahead? Nothing about the way we could fix it?
I cannot say.
Thank you for your time, Jose.
We deserve.
Whoa.
All right,
Oscar.
so welcome back. So today we're gonna be talking about coaches and managers. Like, what's the purpose for them? Are they needed? You know, why
I mean,
can't
I
we just
think-
have players go out there and just play a game?
I think coaching is like being an agent on your own, honestly. You know what I'm saying? If you know how to, pull up a player or whatever, I mean, and you do it and execute it and do it in the game, you own coach. You own coach in life, you know how to be strong enough about it. I mean, Rondo the other day had, a clipboard out, and he kind of played it off, but kind of was just coaching as he was just sitting out or whatever. So I thought that was impressive, you know what I mean, as far as, being in the NBA and being a point guard. He's a hell of a defend guy. So, I think that was straight, But other than that, I think it's gonna be rough to really not have a coach. I think Luke Walton is a guy who has a good player on his team, but he's still. I just personally think that he's not coaching. I mean, honestly, I think he's not.
What do you say, like in a young team? Like you have a young team that's developing. How important is it to have a coach there?
Man, you gotta have a coach, bro. You have the people in a lane, they certain positions, they role on the team is very important because we don't know who. We know who the stars is, but it's a pecking order.
Okay.
So everywhere, like even overseas, man, we could be stars, but people got to fill in their roles. So
Right.
I think we need coaches, like not the coaches to hold you back because in high school they hold a lot of people back in high school.
Right.
They favoritism certain people, but when you get to pros, they don't coach in the pros.
And
So-
I like what you said. When you do international, you're bringing people from, like, let's say, different communities, and you're trying to get them together to get to a goal, right?
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing, like getting people together.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, if you're, let's say you're in a national team, right? So you're playing in China, you're playing over here,
Yeah.
you're playing over here, right? Different styles. But now we're on one team, we got to win together. So having a coach to bring everyone together is always a huge part of that.
What's crazy? I mean, it's crazy you say that, man. It's really wild because I was in China one day and we was doing this tournament, and this tournament it was like a worldwide tournament in August.
F1.
And and what happened was we was playing the Drew League team. That they came over there from LA, and the team I had was 3 Japan players, and it was one guy from Houston.
Y'all won, right?
And we lost, but I hit this game winner, and I put the team together and coached the team as I was playing. And I didn't even know, but I was just like, this is crazy. You know what I mean? So I looked at it like, and it's no lie, like this is real talk. You know what I mean? I stayed up the whole night. I went and networked, found a black coach, found some people and put it all together, but it looked great. You know what I mean? Deep down
So you
inside.
need coaching.
It depends. It depends on the situation. Everything is different. You know
about-
I mean?
what
You
ab-
need coaching.
I do. I sure do.
No, you
hey,
good, no.
I'm Olympian.
No,
Hey, I got a championship. Yeah,
No,
I
you
got
good.
coach.
You
I
good.
need coaching.
Hey,
You right.
What about
Show the bling bling.
Let's talk about
Olympian,
that.
You know it. I got Olympian. I'm Olympian, big dog.
How was that? How was that when you were in the Olympics and you had to bring players from different leagues?
Man, like I said, man, we need coaching, bro, because the people don't know their roles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not even roles. They be tripping. Like I'm not saying put people on a leash, but people got to know pecking order. Like
Right.
if you got structure, basically structure. Like okay, such and such do this. We got him to do this. Such and such do this. If the coach don't tell you what you do, everybody running wild. You know what I'm saying?
And see, the reason I bring that up because, like, I don't know where you guys are at when it comes to soccer, but we're 6 months away from one of our biggest tournaments here in CONCACAF, and the U.S. men's soccer team has yet to choose a coach, right?
That's wild. That's wild to me. That's wild to me.
Because we actually just had one of our most embarrassing moments in not qualifying for the World Cup.
Yeah, that's big.
Right? And when you look at
now without a coach.
Right,
Wow.
we're without a coach. And that's why I asked that, because we got all these young, talented players that are coming up that look talented, and when you see them play, it's like chickens running off their heads.
But like I'm saying, it's pecking order, man.
Right.
Like, it's like you have to have somebody to tell people what to do.
What does pecking order mean? Like, what do
Man,
mean?
you gotta be in line, big dog. If Leon Jacobs on the team, I'm the man, bro. You gotta fall in line, bro. That's all I'm saying.
What if Hirsch
you-
is on the same team?
Oh, he's behind
You
me.
know, you got some trouble there.
He's behind the dog. He's
That's a good
he's
definition.
behind. No, he's
Hey,
so
behind me.
dogs
That's a
come
good-
first.
Dogs come first.
I'm a dog, bro. But he's
Right.
behind me. All I'm saying.
So in order to have a peckinism, you got to make sure you had a dog to get in line.
That's no. The dog is the dog. The poodle is behind the big dog, bro. So you the poodle, so you got to get behind me. That's
You know
all
what?
I'm saying,
you know
big
what I
dog.
want to see now? I want to
You
see
feel
you
me?
guys go one-on-one
Man,
at
that'd
each
be
other.
good.
I
That'd
want
be
to see
good.
one-on-one
You
between
you
these
already,
two guys.
I already,
You don't
He
got
got
the
it on
video.
video.
he already got on video.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
what's the result?
Hey,
I put him in a pecking order.
Let me break this down to you. Let me break this down to you. Hey, I'm a point guard. I'm not no big block. I'm not no big guard. I'm not gonna be down there or elbowing you. No, I'm nice. Step back, everything.
lost.
YouTube me, baby.
He lost.
Well, you
But
too.
like, we gonna get back to our
Did
stuff.
you lose?
Hey, no, I didn't lose. You cheated.
man.
But we gonna get
Don't lie on
back. Hey,
camera,
we gonna get
man.
back. We gonna get back to the coaching though.
Hey,
The coaching is-
yeah, true. Let's get back to the coaching.
Get back to the coaching. We need coaches, man. Not all
We
the
do.
time though. Not all the time. The whole in LA, I'm gonna be honest with you. We got some of the best players in LA, but certain coaches hold certain people back.
Right.
I'm telling you, and it happened to a lot of us. High school, they don't know. Oh, it's favoritism. Oh, this and that. Hirsch got game, but he could be like, oh, we like blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Because his mom or something going on, or
That's facts.
it's bro. We need coaching to be honestly and help other people.
I think in sports, period, it's like it's so political.
man,
And that's the part that frustrates a lot of young athletes that really don't know the game outside of the game.
Right.
that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
true.
it's kind of like if you playing hard and you go to a school and you kill, man, they still may get somebody to take
Man.
the SAT for you, and then you on, and then you go to the NBA. So, I've been in situations where I've seen a lot of stuff behind closed doors, and I just be like, man, dog, like, what if an athlete really working hard every day to go play tennis, soccer, football, blah, 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 and then they really don't know the outside game on what's what.
That's true.
It get tough. Then the
And they
kid get
quit.
frustrated
And they
later.
quit.
And see,
You know?
I'm glad you brought that up because with soccer is different than like football or basketball because
Student athlete, right?
who me?
For soccer?
No, I wasn't. I played intramural.
Oh, okay. He was going.
I played
You was
intramural.
almost there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
almost made it.
He was a truck.
Right. But see the national stage when it comes to soccer, it's like it helps you
Watch
get
out, work.
it gets you noticed all over the world,
Yeah, that's true.
And so when you were saying when there's politics, sometimes there's politics in who gets on that national squad. So let's say, for instance, you have a coach, right?
Yeah.
And he knows someone, and his little boy is trying to get on there, but this player might be better.
Yes.
He'll give him a favor and give him some games,
Man,
right?
no, but that's what always happen, man. That's why people be quitting, man.
Right.
It's politics, man. It's a lot of people we know should have went to the NBA, but it's politics, bro. I don't
That-
care what no.
it
It's
sucks that
a
has to come
story.
up.
It's a story. I'm not gonna say nobody's name. I'm not
say
gonna
it.
say nothing. We was in junior college. Me and this guy next to me, this block next to me. we was at a college in LA, killing. I'm talking about every guard they had in there. We was locking up, killing. Bro, they wasn't messing with it, bro. They could have put a word in for us. They could have did something for us. They never did it, bro. So it's kind of jaded, and it's people who, I don't want him here. I don't want him here. I don't want them here. If they come, they gonna take our. But it's not that.
And Leon, I mean, he right. You know what I mean? We was at an
Don't say the
event.
team. Don't say the name though.
And when we was at the event, I didn't see it because I was so locked in on playing ball, trying to get to the top, and I didn't know it was the top agents in there. It was cracking, and I wasn't the first one who told me that. And when he told me, he said, "Hey man, they hating on you, Hurst." I was just like, all right, cool, just keep going.
That's when he was a little guard.
Did y'all
little guard?
Did y'all ever have a coach that kind of like y'all felt that they were just hating on you? They weren't giving you enough play time, or they were just kind of
especially playing overseas.
Wait, it's two different sides of that. That's a good question. Because I take basketball serious in all angles. I just feel like coach, if you got a coach that's gonna hate on you, and you're not strong enough to outbeat the coach's smartness. That means you got to outwork him mentally wise and go work out extra, and then beat everybody else out extra. After the game, you go put in work. After practice, you go put work. That's the only way I got hired.
Okay.
So it's different for me. But I don't know the school he went to. I don't know. I think he went to San Pedro.
No, San Pedro.
Yo,
knock it off. Hey,
where you go?
No, what school you went to?
I'm a Manual alumni, big dog.
Manual
and I went to Compton for 1 year, then I transferred out to Texas A&M. But I remember
Texas
A&M international. But I'm telling you, we came off a state championship at Compton. All my big dogs, everybody, they all went D1. It was my year up coming up, and this high, I got re-roaded because I still made it, thank God. But I got re-roaded because my coach went to Dominguez Hills, the guy who brought me there, and I was the next one up. Me and a couple of Charlie Torres, and James Lewis. We was the next up. It was our turn, and then the coach came in and wrecked house. Like, oh y'all think y'all this because y'all won the state championship, bro. This is my rules, and that's called coaching.
Right.
You supposed
came and ruined the party,
bro. We had a squad. We was next up. We just came off. I was a freshman. It was 5 freshmen. Just came off a state championship. You telling me we wasn't gonna repeat? So
won the chip.
That's what I'm saying. But a new coach came in,
trying to put in a new system.
No, not even a new system.
Just trying
his ego. His because we used to play open run.
Just trying to let people know who's boss and stuff.
Ask my boy over there at Hill. We used to play open run at Compton, and we used to go in.
Right.
We used to go in. I used to be dragging, but people have different ideas. People feel different about you because you carry yourself a certain way.
So was it like a power thing?
It was a power trip. Come on, bro. We just came off a state.
Right. He wanted you to.
Y'all had a good team that year. Facts.
We just came off state. We just won a state championship, bro. At junior college, we just came. We swept state. The only team we had a problem with LA City, bro. All my boys, Kevin Lewis, Willie Dunn, Darren Brown, they all went D1, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna tag my boy. They all went D1, and we was up next. All the freshmen was up next.
Yeah, they was nice. They was nice. I mean, they was probably the coldest.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot my boys out.
Shout out to the homies that went D1. You feel me?
Yeah, we already know.
And I'm glad you brought that up because sometimes coaches could be a positive in bringing players to a team, but at the same time they could push players out, right? Transferring and stuff like that.
And that messed a lot of people's life up, man. Because people don't know when you're in junior college, it's very hard, bro. It's school. You got to do this. You got to do that. It's very hard. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, no, I mean hard as. I mean hard as.
Come up
I've
here.
been doing the recruiting game for a minute. The recruiting game worked like this. Most of the recruiters don't ever even leave home.
Break it down, OG.
It's just
What's up with it?
Most of the recruiters
Rick
don't
Fox.
even leave home. You know, with technology now, they can pull up any kid. You know, when you sign up for AAU, your stats is supposed to be done by the coach. It's supposed to be done for the team mom.
Yeah.
All that's supposed to be done. You know what I'm saying? She's supposed to calibrate all that information to be actually put into a bio. So when you get pitched to go to a school. But a lot of these coaches want junior college. When I talk to D1 recruits, they want junior college kids because they bigger boys.
Yes, that's
you know
true.
What I'm saying?
That's
they grown men. They lived a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But the reality is that who's really missing is, if you think about it, if you ain't top 100 in your region, you don't exist.
That's true. That's real.
In junior college.
No.
Oh, he's saying in
coming
junior.
out of high school.
Just coming out of high school.
Just coming out of high school now. I mean, going into high school.
I think the NBA is gonna start recruiting guys out of junior college.
Right.
They've been doing
It's
it.
gonna have to.
They've been doing that. But like E said, he's right. Because when I was a sophomore, I was a number 2 combo guard in the city. So You got to be top 100 in your conference.
So you even get looked at and stuff.
Yes, man. It's hard, man. You know.
But now I feel like now, like you were saying, because it's becoming so competitive.
It's like, all right, the Jayhawk conference is the top conference. That's what I played in. I played in the Jayhawk conference in Kansas.
Fucking sound.
That's big time.
And the crazy thing about the Jayhawk conference is they give you like dorms, so it's like a Division I junior college. So when you go Division I junior college in California is trash.
What?
You on financial aid. You got to go home.
You supposed to be on financial aid. Yeah, you supposed to be on financial aid.
Hold on, Turbo. You didn't have a crib.
Trash. Trash.
No, what I'm saying is, our junior college would have smacked them for sure.
You crazy.
For sure, we would have smacked them.
Man, I want to see these guys play
Bro, stop it, bro. Stop it. We would have blew y'all out. Stop it.
So you told him, like, I better be starting them for
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just tell him a story.
Come on up here. Come on up here. Come on up here.
He go, he go to a coach. This how cold he is. He go to a head coach. The number one D2 in the nation. He go to coach with Lokes on, same Hirsch.
Same old Hirsch.
Walking the coach off. They just won a championship. I'm starting. Who are you? What you mean? I'm starting. I work out with number NBA guys. I'm starting.
I'm league at the top.
Is that?
I'm league at the top.
Do we have Carmelo Anthony in here? Is Carmelo Anthony?
Here's my thing. I was fair.
Get him up out of here. Pack them, send them on. The next smoking. Next thing smoking.
I messed up one of the blessings.
Hey. It is what it is.
We got 10 lives.
Right. So we'll be right back with Sports Collective TV. Call us in 323-293-3375.
Yeah.
All right.
Take it out.
I don't know if you're that.
Hey, the homie got.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm blessed, my brother. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Hey, did you see the game last night?
Oh, that was a good game.
But did you see the shot?
I lost money from that shot.
Oh, man, that shot was cold,
I
man.
hated it, but it was good. Damn. What's in those jeans?
You really want to know?
I do.
Exhaustion, muscle spasm, asthmatic issues, unexpected sickle cell trait crises.
Damn. Are you serious? When I was young, I found out I had sickle cell trait. My mom's told me, but I ain't have no knowledge of it. But when I got older, I had a child, and the doctor told me my daughter has sickle cell trait. Do you know the fact that both parents have sickle cell trait? There's a 50% chance the child may have the trait, and 25% chance the child may have the disease.
Hey, that's what's the count. Do you know that 2.5 million people in the United States have sickle cell trait, 300 million people globally? I didn't find out I had sickle cell trait until I was in the Army, 10 years. Next thing you know, I had a sickle cell trait exertion site.
Sickle cell? I thought that was a black gene or something.
Nah, man, the Latin community is number 2. 1 out of 36,000 babies are being born with sickle cell disease. You could be Caucasian, Mediterranean, European. You gotta know your bloodline, man. There is an inherited gene in our community that has been forgotten. The name is sickle cell trait. WDCONSCT, also known as What's the Count, is out to bring awareness, education, and prevention to people all over the globe. Want more information? Call us now at 323-215-5384 or visit www.wdconsct.org. This is the 20-second timeout sports segment. This is brought to you by What's the Count. I want to thank you so far for listening in. I just want to touch on a very important topic. It got kind of skimmed over, but we're talking about AB, who plays for the Pittsburgh Steelers, had a rough time in Denver. There was some conversations about what happened to Ryan Clark in 2007 with him collapsing from sickle cell trait exertion in Denver, losing his spleen and gallbladder. Wow. And so the coach is like, this time I'm not going to talk about it. They didn't even bring it up as far as there's a rumor that AB has sickle cell trait. Yeah. And so, I mean, if you look at his performance this weekend, very few yards, very few passes.
They played in Denver?
Yeah, they played in Denver on Sunday.
But historically, they are known to go through, athletes on the basketball as football field, they go through an exertion training playing in that altitude.
Man, that's true.
So they have, all their coaches are prepared to deal with that altitude there.
Yes.
So I'd be amazed that they have not had done the research on sickle cell research.
I'm telling you, it was Holmes mentioned back in August that AB had the trait, and they shouldn't have probably talked about that on a radio interview. And so AB was like, "Man, I'm not answering none of those questions." But he did show up and play. But
the results was bad.
I mean, I think he played cautious because of the yardage and the passes he caught. But it's a very important conversation. They say with sickle cell trait, if you go into Denver, you've got to get acclimated to the like at least a couple of days.
Yes.
So if he would have went there maybe on Friday and been out there and exercising and doing that, maybe he would have been okay on Sunday. But for whatever reason, they didn't want to address it. The Steelers didn't address it, and again, by his stats, I just don't think that he showed up to play because of.
Well, let me give up my seat, right? Mark, you have sickle cell, right?
Yeah, I have sickle cell.
Hold on. Here you go. You come talk about it.
Come talk about it. Come on, Mark. Yeah, Mark. That's it.
This is the second
When we was at,
person to walk off.
I know, right? He just freaking just.
when we was in
That's
Africa,
what happens when you.
for real. When we was in Africa, that shit serious, bro.
Yeah.
That shit serious.
Well, I can talk for me personally. I have sickle cell trait, so when I attended the University of Tulsa, and it was kind of like 106 or something like that, but it's very dry in Oklahoma. So that was like my first time really experiencing about the faint. Yeah. And I didn't know what it was until I went back and I told them I had the trait and everything like that. So they printed out a whole list as far as the heat can play a big part of, wearing me down, making me weak, and I have to just stay hydrated for the most part.
So let me ask you, because I got the trait myself, and I collapsed from trait exertion. So I actually had the rhabdomyolysis and all that, passed out and all that. Okay. So when did you find out you was a trait carrier?
Well, actually, my mom told me in high school, but it never really affected me playing or anything up until I got to the University of Tulsa. Just being in that heat, running on that track, and Africa too. So even when I played in Denver, I had to just stay hydrated. We played the University of Denver. I had to just stay hydrated at all times, just because the altitude is totally different. You know what I mean over there. So
how long ago was it? What was your college?
This was my last year was 2010.
Okay, so right after probably you graduated, I got out of college, the NCAA made it mandatory for all student athletes to have a sickle cell trait test or sign a waiver because of all the previous athletes that collapsed and died. So to get the stuff off of them, the schools, they put it back on the families to find out
people know.
Or sign a waiver. So there's been quite a few, unfortunately, athletes who collapsed. Since then, even still, from the trait exertion.
No, it definitely has an effect on you. And, like I said, if you're not hydrated, like my leg used to cramp up a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Catch cramps a lot and, things like that. So you got to stay hydrated and, just stay aware of it because it's very dangerous.
And how are you now with that?
I'm pretty good at it now. I'm aware of it now, so I kind of, watch what I eat, make sure that I'm hydrated at all times and, older, so... a lot wiser with it,
for sure. I mean, so that's how important it is. I mean, it's costing us some runs. Yeah. As far as the NFL with playing against Denver and losing those games and not having those athletes be able to perform at that top level. Yeah. That's just my point of view as a fan.
No, it's serious.
When it comes to playing the Broncos. It's costing some runs.
And I'm a Bronco fan, so I'm a Bronco fan.
Yeah. So he a Bronco fan.
Yeah, but see, it's beyond just water, right? Because when we
was in Africa, it was hot. I'm talking about no disrespect. Hirsch would have went to Africa right now. He look, bro. He gonna come back skinny, bro. That's how. If we was hooping in a sauna, like we had an Africa. No, Africa was so beautiful. Yeah. Don't get it twisted. Africa was beautiful. Nigeria. I lived in Ivory Coast. He lived in Nigeria. But when we was at practice, they had AC. They team was like the Lakers. We was like the Clippers.
It's crazy. No, seriously about Africa though. I was trying to figure out, Because while you was out there,
here we go.
No, I'm asking the questions. No,
Here we go. I won a championship out there. Hey, I won
asking a question about Africa.
Don't shoot.
I just want to know something about Africa.
Don't be disrespectful.
No,
it's all right. The homie,
just want to know.
Gonna come shoot you with a bow and arrow.
I
all
just
right.
want.
Okay, what's your question?
I just want to know one thing about Africa. Because while you out there and while you working hard out there on a
shoot,
and it was cement out there and it was gyms.
Cement? Wait, no.
No, it's cement. Sometimes people play on cement.
No, we not in China, big dog. No, we
play outside.
We don't play outside.
So when you go outside or when you hang out, do you get an umbrella to put around you? Because I know you dark skinned. I don't know if you burn up.
Hey, honestly,
you navy blue. So I'm trying to figure out how.
Hey, Facebook, YouTube, hey, big dog, Africa is some of the beautiful, dark-skinned people in the world, bro. Our culture is beautiful.
Y'all was over
like
there.
I was saying, let's get back to the thing is, it's serious, bro. Mark was out there, bro. I'm talking about we was playing in heat, bro. We had to drink water, and all of us, but I didn't know my boy had it, but when he told me that, I started realizing.
What was the food like?
Oh, delicious. Delicious.
All right, so I'm gonna wrap this up, but just so you understand how important this is, hydration. Fact. Most people walk around dehydrated. You're supposed to drink half your body weight in ounces of water per day.
Man.
Per day.
At least 10 jugs.
Yeah, it's easy. And most people don't do that. So especially being an athlete at that level, hydration is key. So.
You're right. That's serious though. That's serious though.
All right, so I'm gonna take this break so we can wrap it up. We got like 10 minutes left.
Right.
We got some more. We got to get back into the NBA. We got to bring Cali Sportsman. We got to bring up the truth and X's and O's back up here. So shout us out. What's the count? We'll be right back. Sports Collective TV.
You know it.
You
Smooth J in the net.
Sports Collective Media and Morris Media Studios presents Sports Collective TV, the best sports talk show that brings you the variety of talking guests. Only on the best network, Morris Media Studio. Live from Los Angeles, Mondays at 5 Pacific Time, 8 Eastern, only on MorrisMediaLife.com. Follow us on social media for all the latest updates, only at Sports Collective Media.
Hey, I'm Sergeant First Class Ferran Dozier. I'm here at the military base, and I have the sickle cell trait. Now, why I got involved is I experienced what they call sickle cell trait exertion. And I was doing the Army physical fitness test, the 2-mile run, and when I got done, I collapsed. A lot of soldiers and athletes have been dying at football fields and running track, and the family members have no idea that they have the sickle cell trait gene or that it's a trigger. So my purpose is to mobilize the community so we can find out what's in your genes. How will life be if we could prevent another child from being born with sickle cell trait or disease? And if a child was born with the trait or disease, that the family members would have the education, awareness, and resources in every city that they lived in. So tune into our webinar series and find out what's the count.
What's the count? What's the count? What's the count?
Now we're on live here on Sports Collective TV. Go ahead, Hirsch, take it.
Man, I'm tripping on this Bruno and Pacquiao situation. You know, Bruno going hard in the mouth. You know, he keep talking like, man, he want to. No homo. He want to go hard. He want to go hard on Pacquiao, and I'm just trying to figure out, man, what's the deal? Like, who gonna win this? He said he wasn't Mayweather.
No, he didn't say that.
With the way he said it. I mean, he
didn't talk about man. He said.
I mean, he
correct him, Smooth. Correct him.
Hey, he said, F Mayweather. This is our fight right now. That's what he said, bro. So,
He didn't want to take that attention away from him.
I get it. I get it. But you gotta understand, Pacquiao's an experienced fighter. Bruno can fight. Bruno can go. But man, listen, man, Pacquiao got
fundamentals.
Man, he got some.
Pacquiao got skills.
Bruno got nigga fight.
You got to understand too. Boxers come from where they come from. Like what's embedded in them.
Snake blood.
Like what's embedded.
So my question is, how much they getting paid? Because he's right, he ain't no Mayweather.
Don King ain't involved, so they getting a bag.
A small little bag, because he ain't Mayweather. They getting a small little bag.
Knuckleheads go get the pay-per-views normally, man.
Yeah, because
Bruno probably gonna get more. Bruno gonna get more.
They got to throw some hype on it. You know, they had Thanksgiving weekend where you got the free commercials, so you know they.
When is the fight?
Next Saturday, right?
Yep. I think we should watch it.
Next Saturday, next Saturday.
Yeah, next Saturday.
Who you got?
Who you going? Who you go? I'll go. I'll go. I'll go. Bruno. I'll go. Bruno.
No, I got Pacquiao.
I'll go. Bruno.
What about that charity event you guys want to do? The boxing event.
I'm a sleeper.
Charity.
He got a bird check.
Are they dropping something here?
I've seen Smooth get drugged with layups, so.
I overheard the videos while we were on.
We should put the video up on the screen. We should put the video up on.
What's the truth?
Smooth got drugged with layups.
Yeah.
He went up. He had a cool little shot. Then he did the, he did the check. When he did the check, he took the ball and took off running again. He was like, feeling for the win. He like, I gotta beat him. You know what I'm saying? Then he got stuck. He was like in the pivot.
Come on, man.
Then he called the old punk foul.
Yeah, he got mad, man. He got mad.
He called the old punk
mad,
foul.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't change the subject. The video don't lie.
Hey, put your money where your mouth is, bro.
The video don't lie.
Hey, we should get a rematch.
Who came in second and third? They got whooped by their boy who had sickle cell here today. So
he didn't want to play me. But ask Mark what happened when I drug him in front.
I was first place. They was second place.
Man, I drug one.
Nobody cares about second and third, but we'll take him here at Sports Collective Media. We need a second and third.
Yeah, we do. We got him right here.
All right, so what you got? You got some more topics for you before we get out of here, man?
Well, yeah, we are about to get out of here. So let's talk a little bit of basketball. We haven't touched a little bit of basketball. As of today, still, we have Cali Sportsman, #1 fan of Carmelo Anthony, who's still a free agent. Ooh. No talking Carmelo out there, which kind of seems like nobody else cares about Carmelo.
Put himself in a bad position.
Put himself in a bad position,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
Great player.
How you gonna get into what the
Nobody wants him right now. Like it's so. I don't want. It's sad. It's sad.
It's easy.
He did a Hirsch like the story earlier. Just start me. Like man, you come into a team where you gotta, and you're an OG, you gotta take a back seat.
But see, what's wrong with Carmelo? Carmelo, one of them dudes who feel like he on LeBron level. Him and LeBron came out together, so he feel like he should got a ring already. Right now, he ain't got no ring. And everybody, my friend, they looking like, Melo, do something. Get a ring. Boom, boom. But honestly, he ain't got nobody to really talk to him.
He's saying the same thing as you are. He going up to the coach saying, my friends are in the league. I want to start. That's basically what he's saying.
But, I mean, if you look at Dwayne Wade, one of their four best friends, I mean, he's already out of the league. He's already out this year.
Everybody keeps saying, look at their best friends. Look at these people. You got to look at, where's this guy going to go? At the end of the day, where is he gonna land? Who's gonna get him a ring? What's gonna happen when this free agent situation? Somebody else gonna be like, man, you know what? Let's try to pick him up. He might go to the weakest team.
He ain't getting no ring.
I don't think he's getting a ring.
That's really chasing NBA dreams if he just goes to the weakest team.
He's a good player.
He gotta go. I don't know who's gonna pick him up.
Any man lose a woman like La, nigga, you don't even need to be playing basketball.
Yeah, just give up.
What they got to do with his girl, though?
KG said it tastes like Cheerios.
Hey, you should recruit him to.
Honey nut.
He said, man, it tastes like honey nut. Man, I was down there when that was cracking. Oh, lucky I didn't get a piece of it, like Lucky Charms.
I'm Raisin Brands. But I fuck with Tony the Tiger and keep it great.
That's what we bring here every single Monday, man. You don't know what's going to come out. But, talking about the Carmelo, someone brought this up last week about, the same kind of situation that Allen Iverson was in towards his career. I mean, Allen Iverson went from, towards the end of the year, he went to the Memphis Grizzlies, one of the weakest teams at the time, and he just kind of went there, did some things, kind of wasn't a good thing for him, but should he retire?
Who?
Carmelo.
No. He should play till he's 40.
Does he got any guaranteed money coming?
Yeah, he does. That guarantee that New York gave them.
NBA put money in the bank.
He's still getting checks from New York. He's still getting checks from
Denver, probably. Yeah,
he want that ring, man.
So
go to Golden State. That's his only bet to get
in Golden State. So what was Draymond Green was tripping off trying to highlight Durant like that?
Yeah, I mean he's
Draymond
tripping.
feel like he Barkley.
But my
You know,
point is that
his mind gone. His
You
mind
know,
is
I
gone.
can't say his mind is gone. I can
Yes, it
say
is.
Durant
Draymond.
soft.
No. Look, one of the things that I got a chance to look into it, and just saw one of the reporters from up in the Bay Area who follows the Warriors daily. He said that it's something that had to do within the team previously going to last year due to the contract that Durant does not want to come in. So as a friend, if you have your friend who's not trying to commit, it's just
Lewis said you need to drop Carmelo from your fantasy basketball.
I know, I do. I still have Carmelo on my fantasy. I'm keeping him. You know what? I'm keeping him because I know he's going to go to a team and he's not going to do damage. I'm not going to let him go, Luis. I'm not going to let him go. He's on my team.
You got a vein in his neck.
I got Melo. I'm looking for offers. I'm looking for offers for Carmelo.
He was a trade
He got
for
3
Carmelo.
veins coming out. I ain't never seen you get that in shit.
All right, I got. All
But-
right, so Dwight Howard's supposed to sit out Tuesday's game from a glute injury.
Nah, it was worse. It was it was something else.
What is it?
He beat Buns.
Say that again.
It'd be a bum. It'd be a bum.
Yeah, out here.
No,
clowning.
not he's not a bum. He beat Buns.
He beat Buns.
Come out and say it. Come out the closet, big boy.
Dwight.
So y'all
That's why he's so soft.
he got a glute
Little
injury.
sugar in
Man,
the
I'm
tank.
keeping 100. I don't care if I'm on camera or not. My homegirl told me what time
But
it was.
is a butt injury?
Oh, there it is.
Homegirl.
Hey, all right, hey, talk about that. It hurts. Don't bring it up and just spill the beans a little bit.
Real.
We're gonna cut that off. I cut it off. Never mind.
Nah, we talking about that.
All right, be real.
That dude beat Buns, bro.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
out the closet, bro.
Yeah, he in the
That's
closet.
right.
He was
He got
exposed
2
by
hangers
his,
up.
by his guy girl.
No, we not.
Yeah.
No,
He was dealing with a trainer.
Hold on, no. Wait,
Was
we're not
he
being
dealing with a
disrespectful.
trainer?
Wait. We're not being disrespectful because they are human beings. But come out the closet, bro. You get what I'm saying? What I mean by that, you know what I mean?
Just to clarify, we're talking about Dwight Howard, right?
Yes,
Okay.
Superman.
So
No, but I know. But the thing is, we gotta
That's
get
super, all right.
That's
he was Superman.
super hurt for real.
He don't beat Buns. He get his Buns beat.
Yeah,
Hey,
So
that's a fact.
it's called the bottom and the top. I heard he's on the bottom. Like he
But
he
we
take
got to
it.
get you. No, the thing is this. Here the funny thing about it. We got to get you a mask from China. You spitting all over. You got to stop all this, man.
Hey,
Straight chewing gum or something.
My God.
we
chewing his tongue.
we gotta get you a Slim Fast.
Man, it's okay.
Slim Fast.
We're gonna get you a custom.
No,
That's a
that's
big
not no
guard.
big guard.
That's
That's
a
a
big
we
guard.
gonna
That's a
hey
layup.
fat
Remember them
guard.
layups?
Layup drills.
He don't want that 1-on-1 no more.
Bad.
Wow,
He's
hey,
bad.
was a
we
rule
gotta
breaking
get
for him.
that one
And I wasn't even out of. I was out of shape.
All right. Look, so
Sponsored by Sports Collective. We got-
There it is. Hey, I'll give you guys a
Run it
live
up.
play-by-play broadcast on that.
That's some Trident. He cool.
is Ball? Is he getting more aggressive?
Oh
or what?
man, you got wait. Give me a
getting
second.
aggressive?
I'm not sure if you guys have gotten the chance to look at Lonzo Ball over the last week.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Man,
Like I
even
said.
LeBron James came out and said
Like
it
I
himself.
said.
This guy is just greatness in the making. Like you guys got to look at
said
what
it,
Lonzo,
though? Who said it?
LeBron James,
Okay.
the king. Like
I always felt that way about him in college, but it was just that the fact that his daddy got involved when he got. You know, my thing is having kids play basketball, working with kids in basketball. His whole problem was he had no confidence. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had put
When he
him
got
at
to
a
leave,
level that
yeah.
he wasn't really at. He was so cool in college, he just did things naturally. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
true, that's true.
But then when he got to, his daddy
To the
put
league.
these bars in front of him,
Yeah.
and I think all that around him he couldn't shoot. You know, they were like, change the shot. Oh, you hate him, he's injured.
But
It was
guess
a
what?
lot of that
Guess
just
what?
has to do with just
Guess what?
being confident.
Guess
And
what?
you know that.
Yeah.
Confidence make a big difference.
Yes.
He should know.
Especially if you're a shooter. Shooter, you got to know when to leave your hand.
And also talking about LeVar,
Exactly.
this whole season he hasn't really been involved.
You
around
know
the
why?
team.
Because if he would have stayed involved, they would have cut him.
yeah, but one thing he talking about that good point because he just got involved today. I don't know if you guys saw TMZ caught him outside in the airport today, and another big thing happened where he said now he's comparing his youngest son and LaMelo Ball, who's currently playing in high school in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Just said that LaMelo is better than LeBron at his age. At the time of being 17, he just came out and said, hold on.
That's a daddy
One
for
more
you.
thing. One more
That's a
thing.
daddy for you.
Hold on, go.
One more thing. He did say as well that LaMelo Ball won't be playing for UCLA this upcoming year. He did say that, but he
I
did
think-
kind of talk about Duke.
I don't think
Brought up
UCLA's
Coach K.
trying to get him over there with everything they have going.
Yeah, he going to Duke.
All right, so
He might be going to
Daddy
Duke.
don't need no shoe contract. He need a malt liquors contract.
check this out,
Hold
Fredo.
on.
Oh, man.
This is the guy.
Take
Hold
you
on.
guys- Go ahead, go out.
This is the guy that still says he will beat Michael Jordan 1-on-1.
Hey, he might. You never know. That's That's something.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
You never
Let me
know.
tell you something.
If Big Gore can do it, then
You feel me? You feel me?
All right, go ahead.
At the end of the day, what is the dad? He out of control. He
LeVar?
can't beat Jordan. He talking too much in camera. He got to chill, man. These people got a lot of money, and they will get him out the loop.
There it
I
is,
love
and
Puff.
it
Let's
happens.
Get him out the loop,
it
man.
happens, but hey, you gotta love LeVar Ball, and shout out to LeVar Ball, big baller brand out there. But hey,
Mercedes-Benz Oakland.
There
What's
you
up?
go.
What's up, Uptown?
Get it there,
Building
KD,
relationships.
Nike, WDC. What's the count?
Shout
There it
out.
is. Hashtag school, not prison. There it is. That's what Oscar got here. But hey, we'll go ahead and check us out next week here on Sports Collective TV. Don't forget, give us a call, 323-293-3375. Check us out on Instagram,
Fundraising,
Facebook,
donations.
fundraising. Check everything out on social media at Sports Collective Media and at Morris Media Studios. Go ahead and check us out. What's the count?
Hey, good job, bro.